Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Grace Regato softball field on the campus of Babe Ruth for tournament action, the start of the second season for Link Glasgow taking on Pope John. Brooke Warren on the mound. I apologize again, I don't have first names for Pope John. Malley is the designated player leading off. In first strike. Count goes full, 3-2. Brooke Warren, along with Becca Walker, popped up, and I mentioned Becca Walker. She makes the play on the pop-up. Becca Walker. And Kayla Morrow, all conference players in the Northeastern Conference. This is Fichera, the catcher. Hit the second base. Morrow quickly over to Wilkins. 2 quick outs. Burnham, the shortstop, will be the hitter. Pope John from the Catholic Central Small. Glasgow, as we all know, Northeastern Conference. First pitch is in for a strike to the Pope John shortstop. Down and away for a ball. Two on the count to the Pope John shortstop. In for a strike, and we got our first deuce as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. High for a ball. The payoff pitch up and coming from Warren to Burnham. She tried to hold up and couldn't. So the call third strike ends the inning. A 1-2-3 inning for Brooke Warren and the Lady Rams. For Glasgow, it'll be Maggie McHale, the center fielder, leading off. Amanda Wilkins will play first and bat second. Kayla Morrow, the second baseman, hits third. Kiara Edmonds, the left fielder, hits number 4. Batting fifth and catching, Maddie Dana. The shortstop, Becca Walker, will hit number 6. Batting seventh and playing right field, Kira Collins. Pitching and batting eighth, Brooke Warren. The designated player, Mary Collins, will hit number 9. And the designated player Collins is hitting for the third baseman, Izzy Fessler. Eggleston is on the mound for Pope John. So Glasgow has a chance to get on the board first. McHale will try to get it going. That was down the way. Missing again for ball 2. Swing and a miss. Drop foul behind home plate and the count evens at 2. On the outside corner, good pitch from Eggleston. Catches McHale looking. Amanda Wilkins. We talked about they do it differently in the Northeastern Conference. They pick first an all-conference team. And then they pick up all-stars. So we mentioned Kayla Morrow, Brooke Warren, Becca Walker were all-conference. Amanda Wilkins, who's at bat, just getting the base hit into center field. Amanda Wilkins, along with Maddie Dana and Kiara Edmonds, were selected as all-stars in the Northeastern Conference. Glenn English was represented. Julia Chen was all-conference. And Juliana Perry was selected as an all-star. So congratulations to all of them. Well-deserved. This is Kayla Morrow up at bat. She's had an outstanding career here at Glasgow. She's a terrific young lady. Even a better young lady, and she's an athlete, and she's a very good athlete. In for a strike. The winner will move on to the quarterfinals. The loser packs it up for the summer. Hit to short. They go to first with it. They had a chance for force at second base. Nice play by the shortstop, Burnham. So Glasgow is the first runner in scoring position, but it comes with 2 outs. Kiara Edmonds, the left fielder, will be the hitter. High for a ball. In for a strike. One, two, the count as the ball's hit out of play. Low and inside for a ball. And again, we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. With a runner at second base. Count goes full as the pitch is up and away. Hit foul up against the fence protecting the Classical dugout. Just got a piece and stays alive. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Hit slowly to third base. Third baseman Hurley makes the play over to Gilson. So Classical gets a run at the second, but it's left there. They get the first hit of the ball game. So we're right back where we started, dead even. Classical nothing, Pope John nothing at the end of one. Gilson, the first baseman hit, and I have to apologize. The games are all running together. This is obviously not Pope John. This is Reading from the Middlesex League. Popped up. Kayla Morrill a few steps to her right. Tracks it down. I apologize for that. The next game will be St. Mary's and Pope John. This is Division 1 North. First round. The winner of this could very easily play Peabody. Reading is the number 10 seed, 13-7. Classical, the number 7 seed, 15-5. So if Classical wins, they'll get another home game here in the quarterfinals. So I apologize for that gaffe. Everything kind of runs together. One away in the second inning. Reading, I believe, is from the Middlesex League. Not the Catholic Central Small. Classical is still in the Northeastern Conference. This is Ty, the center fielder. I believe this is the one I believe has had a very full day. She had to take tests this morning, and she was arriving like 5 minutes before the game was starting. In fact, they made out 2 lineup cards, one with her and one without her. Hit the shot. There's Becca Walker, the vacuum cleaner at shortstop. 2 up, 2 down. Engelston, the pitcher, is the hitter, so it's pitcher against pitcher here. Hit foul, hit long and deep, hit the top of the fence, way down in left field. That was a long shot by Eggleston, the pitcher. And it's a long foul. Gorgeous day. Big blue skies, sun shining. There's a little bit of a breeze that makes it a little comfortable. Swing and a miss, threw it in on the hands. She swung right through it. Call, third strike. She caught her looking. She ends both innings with call third strike. She's retired 6 in a row to start the ball game. And once again, Classical will have an opportunity to get a lead in the ball game. As we move into the bottom half of the second inning. Lynn had the distinction of having all 4 boys teams, 2 of the 4 girls teams making the tournament. Classical looking to annex the first win in the tournament. English played a very good Malden Catholic team last night. Malden Catholic put it all together in the fourth inning, scoring 7 runs. It was a barrage. They had 4 doubles and a 2-run home run. 3 of the doubles were 2-run doubles, a 2-run home run. 7 runs in the inning. And English finished up a great year. Dougie Mullins and his Bulldogs had a great year. And first time in 4 or 5 years they made the tournament. Obviously, first time in maybe longer than that, they won 13 games. So they certainly did themselves proud all year long. And a tip of the hat to Doug Mullins, his coaching staff, and his players. Down the way for a ball. Matty Dana, the catcher. Up and away for a ball. Maddie, as we mentioned, she'll be rooting for her father, St. Mary's, who was the number 2 seed in Division 3. Down and in for a ball. I should correct myself. St. Mary's moved up to Division 2. Dana taking all the way in for a strike. And again, she can afford to be very fussy here with the count her way, 3-1. Hits it towards second base. Bobbled. They're not going to be able to get it. Dana will reach on the error. Had a lot of spin on it. Second baseman trying to field it with her glove. Bobbled it, then tried to pick it up. Couldn't. Dana will reach, and I'm sure we're going to get a pinch runner. Becca Walker is the hitter. Could see a bunt here, but I'd kind of be surprised. Becca's a very good hitter. Glasgow gets the leadoff hitter on. Up and away off the catcher's glove high. The wild pitch is going to move the runner up. That's Mackenzie Shea, I believe, running. So the wild pitch, Glasgow has a runner in scoring position again. They had one in the first inning, but with 2 outs, this comes with nobody out. Walker gets the bunt down. Good job. He'll move the runner to third. Good job by Walker with the sacrifice. So Glasgow's 60 feet away from taking the lead. Kira Collins, the right fielder, is the hitter. She squares the bunt. Pops the bunt up. What a great play by the pitcher. Diving play by Engelson. If that off her glove, it's going to be a base hit. Runner wouldn't score, I don't think, because it was right in front of the plate. They were trying to squeeze the runner home. Wasn't a suicide. Thank God for Glasgow. The runner was not coming. That's a very big play by the pitcher. Brooke Warren can help herself here. Hits it foul off the top of the Glasgow dugout. Warren can give herself a lead with a base hit. Hit foul again. 0-2. So Warren, one swing of the bat from giving Glasgow a lead. Engelson, who certainly helped herself in this inning with an assist and a putout, is 1 strike away from getting out of it. Right down the middle for strike 3. So Glasgow threatens. They get a runner as far as third with only 1 out. Engelson made that great play on a would-be bunt. And Glasgow is shut down again. So the error doesn't hurt. We finished 2. We started this game dead even. At the end of 2, we're still dead even. Classical nothing, Reading nothing at the end of 2. Bottom 3 in the order for Reading as we start. Burry, the left fielder, is the hitter. Down and away for a ball. Hit foul, out of play. Off to the right side. Kind of goes 2-1. Hit to center field. Nice play by the center fielder. Maggie McHale. Toughest play for an outfielder was a line drive right at you over your head. She took a step in, realized I better go back. She went back, reached over her head, and took extra bases away from Bercy. She crunched that one. Can't hit any better than Bercy just hit it. And she's sitting on the bench with the first out of the inning. Shake your head on those. Popped up over the fence and out of play. Fessler, the third baseman, ran out of real estate trying to make that play. So quickly it's 0-2 to Hurley, the third baseman for Reading. This game was supposed to be played tomorrow at 1 o'clock, a rare Sunday afternoon. And the teams found out that whoever won was going to play back-to-back. And they said, can we play Saturday instead? And obviously they could. High for a ball. The count evens at 2. Swing and a miss. She gets it chasing a high inside fastball. Warren's got to strike out an inning. Holmes, the right fielder, will be the hitter. Hit in the center field for a base hit. Holmes got all of that one and drilled it in the center field for a base hit. First base runner, first hit. Warren had retired 8 in a row before that base hit. We're back to the top of the order. Malley, she's designated player hitting for the second baseman, Joyce. She popped up to the shortstop, leading off the ball game. So it's lefty against lefty here. The runner faked like she's going to steal second base. Pitch, I believe, was in for a strike. No, I guess I thought it was a strike. They called it a ball. Hit up in the air. The shortstop Walker makes the call and makes the catch. So second time that Malley has popped to short. So Reading gets a base runner. The 2-out hit is left at first base. And once again, Classical will have a chance to get on the board first. We'll start the bottom of the third with 9, 1, and 2 to face Eggleston, who was allowed 2 base runners. A 1-out hit by Walker in the first and a leadoff error in the second, so he didn't really allow. It was her defense that allowed the run. The runner goes as far as third. Ingelston made two great plays. A wild pitch moved the runner to second. A sacrifice that she made the nice play on, throwing the batter out, cut the runner to third. They tried a bunt to squeeze the run home. She made a great dive, head first dive towards home plate, flat on her stomach, picking the ball before it hit the dirt. Made a great play for the second out, and then struck out the third hitter. So she got an assist to put out, and I guess you give her an assist on the strikeout. So she figured in all three outs in the second inning. Certainly helping herself. Mary Collins, the designated player, runs up and takes the pitch for a strike. Second baseman is playing like she's going to slap. She's about a foot in front of the pitcher. Outfield is shortened up as well. Third baseman slaps it foul toward the Classical bench. Down and away for a ball. Ran up, took the pitch high for a ball. Evens the count at 2. Not a cloud in the sky. Beautiful blue sky, sun. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts, one to end the second, one to start the third. Maggie McHale was called on strikes, leading off the first inning. The umpire said she got a piece of it. She was running up, then she tried to hold off, and the umpire said she got a piece of it. She swung anyway, so it's a strike, but she couldn't hold up. But that pitch was way up and in. She had her mind set she was going to run up and slap. Waves at that one for strike 2. That one bounces to the backstop. Popped up. Left fielder comes on and takes it away from the center fielder. Good job by Bercy, the left fielder. Long run for the center fielder as she was getting there. The left fielder just cut right in front of her and took it away. So 2 up, 2 down in the third. Amanda Wilkins has the only hit for Classical. She got a 1-out single. Wound up at second base on a ground out and got stranded there. Down and away for a ball. Reading has brought a few fans. Nice crowd here, wrapped around. From home plate, out to the outfield. That one's in for a strike. 2-1 the count. Waves at that pitch that was down and away. Yeah, we got the deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Off the third baseman's glove. Can't pick it up. The error is going to allow Wilkins to reach. Keeps the inning alive for Kayla Morrow, who grounded out short to first. Let's see if they try to get Wilkins at second base. The worst can happen is you would have 3, 4, and 5 leading off in the fourth. In standing up with a stolen base. So for the third inning in a row, Classical has a runner in scoring position. Second time, Wilkins, and second time she's there with 2 outs. Hit off the backstop. That was in on the fist. Couldn't do much with that pitch. She fouled it off the backstop. And the count was 1-1. Hit the shot. Nice play by Burnham. So the error doesn't hurt. So still nothing to choose between these two teams in this Division I North opening round game. Classical nothing, Reading nothing at the end of 3. 2, 3, and 4 for Reading as we start the fourth inning. You know, you look when the pairings come out, you always look and say, you know, Classical 15 and 5, Reading 13 and 7. You look at other teams, like last night, English baseball played Marlin Catholic. They were 10 and 10 coming into the game, and those records are always deceiving. Like Marlin Catholic 10 and 10, but they played in the Catholic Conference. They played St. John's Prep, BC High, St. John's of Shrewsbury. They played a very tough schedule, and to go 10 and 10 in that league is very good. Reading 13 and 7 in the Middlesex League. That's a very good lead in it, year in, year out. So it's deceiving when you look at different records. Missing inside. 3-0. Fischera, the catcher, grounded out second to first, her first trip. And she walks on 4 pitches. First walk given up by either pitcher. Reading has the leadoff hitter on for the first time. Burnham, the shortstop, was called out on strikes her first trip. She looks really good at shortstop. Boy, she feels her position. Got a very strong arm. She's a very good player. 2 of the best shortstops I've seen in a long time. Walker now and Burnham. They faked stealing. They threw behind. She was lucky to get back.
Come on, Lex.
In for a strike. In case you saw that bus pulling up behind home plate. That's the team I thought was playing now. The only game today was supposed to be St. Mary's and Pope John. This one was thrown in here quickly. Popped up outside first base. Long run for Wilkins. Can't get there. It's out of play. She ran out of real estate. One, two, the count.
Here we go, 10.
Hit in the air, short center field. McHale makes the play. The runner had to hustle back to first base. The runner, Fitzgerald, was off and running with the pitch, and the ball got popped up to center field. She had to hustle back. Pascal almost had a double play. Gilson, the first baseman, popped to second base, her one trip.
Go, Holly.
Swing and a miss. High for a ball. The runner takes off. In with a stolen base. So she faked a couple of times and then took off and steals second base. Reading is not running for their pitcher or catcher, which they can do.
Go, Holly. Get her in.
Hit foul off the backstop. Two the count to the Reading first baseman. I believe they're the Rockets against the Rams. Hit out of play. Count stays 2-2. Hit to right field. Moving over and making the play. Kira Collins. A few steps to her right. Gilson hit it well. Collins tracked it down. 2 outs now with the runner at second. Ty, the center fielder, grounded out short to first in one trip. It fouled out of play. Goes to the right side, hits it off the fence, protecting the Reading dugout. Quickly, it's 2 strikes.
Yeah, I know.
Up and away for a ball.
Here we go, Ty.
Hit to right field, coming on. Collins makes her second play. So the walk and the stolen base get left at second base. We're halfway through the ball game. Brooke Warren has given up 2 base runners, a hit and a walk. But they haven't been able to dent anything against Eggleston. She's been just as tough, giving up only 1 base hit. 2 errors have allowed Classical a couple of base runners. Classical's come close, but they haven't been able to get a big hit. In fact, neither team was able to get the big hit so far. That was the first thing that Warren didn't get a strikeout. Both pitchers had struck out a hitter an inning through the first 3. For Classical, it will be 4, 5, and 6 in the bottom of the 4th inning, as Eggleston will start her 4th inning of work. If a fight breaks out, Reading has brought a few more bodies than Classical. They got about 20 people on their bench and brought probably most of their JV team. Kiara Edmonds grounded out third to first, her 1 trip. Edmonds, Maddie Dana, Becca Walker to face Engliston, starting her fourth inning of work. Hit the shot. There's that rocket arm by Burnham. Nice stretch by Gilson at first base. They combine for a nice defensive play, but Burnham, boy, does that, makes it look easy. Got that rocket arm. So 1 up, 1 down in the fourth very quickly. Maddie Dana reached on an error. She punched the ball between first baseman and second baseman, and it had no spin on it. The second baseman couldn't pick it up. And Mackenzie Shea running for her. Gets wild pitch to second, sacrifice to third with only 1 out. But Engliston made the play of the day with the diving grab of a bunt out in front of the plate, picked it in the air. A little off-speed pitch had Dana out in front. She made the play on the sacrifice, and then she made the great play on the bunt, picking it in the air, and then struck out the last batter. So she took care of everything herself. Hit to right field. Center fielder was there, but the right fielder, Holmes, takes it away. Covering a lot of ground, both of them covering a lot of ground over the right center field. And Holmes took it away from Bercy. So 2 up, 2 down quickly. Becca Walker sacrificed her 1 trip. High for a ball. Slicing over to the right field. Foul ball. Holmes with the long run. Reached out, just got a glove on it, not enough to catch it. But it was foul. So no damage done. Good effort by Holmes, the right fielder. Hit up the middle for a base hit. So Walker gets a base hit with 2 outs. Let's see if they try to get her to second base. Kira Collins, the hitter. She was the one to try to bunt. And Eggleston made the great play, all out, head first dive, landed flat on her chest in front of home plate, making the play. Was another ESPN highlight that we've seen a lot of this year. Off the catcher in the dirt. That's going to allow the runner to reach. So for the 4th inning in a row, Classical has a runner in scoring position, but they haven't been able to get the hit to bring it in. Hit foul off the backstop. 1-2. So again, Collins 1 swing of the bat from giving Classical a lead. Eggleston 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. Just stuck the bat out and got a piece and fouled it off to the right. Yeah, we'll do it again at 1-2. Erica Richard leading the charge. The coach for Classical has done an excellent job. Her and her coaching staff. Perennial tournament team. Reaching for it into center field for a base hit. The runner's going to score. The throw bounces around. Collins comes up with a big 2-out hit. So the back-to-back 2-out hits, throw in the wild pitch, and Classical has grabbed a 1-0 lead. Brooke Warren, the pitcher, will be the hitter. And we're going to get a runner at second, I believe. So Collins comes through big time with 2 outs. Brinkler, I believe, is the runner.
Go, Em.
High for a ball. Could be Elin, the runner. Hit foul over the Classical dugout. Almost hit a car driving down the way. That was almost windshield material.
There you go, Em.
Swing and a miss.
One more, one more.
Warren was called out on strikes her first trip. Low for a ball. Touches wild again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. High for a ball, and the count goes full. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Come on, let's hit.
So Engelson keeps her streak alive. She's got a strikeout in each of the first 4 innings. But Glasgow dents the scoreboard. Back-to-back 2-out hits. The first one by Becca Walker. The wild pitch moved her over, and then the second hit by Collins. And Brooke Warren will have a lead starting the 5th inning at the end of 4. Glasgow gets on the board. It's Glasgow 1, Reading nothing at the end of 4. The pitcher, Engelston, will lead it off in the 5th inning. She was called out on strikes her first trip. Hits it well, but pulls it foul past third base. She went a mile to left field. It hit off the top of the fence, just shy of going out of the ballpark, foul. And it wound up being called out on strikes. Glasgow has given Brooke Warren a 1-0 cushion. Hit in the air to left field. Backing up, now coming on. Edmonds makes the play. Bershey can't hit the ball any better than she hit it. She hit a line shot to center field. McHale, the center fielder, did a terrific job going back and picking it over her shoulder, going away from home plate, taking extra bases away. Fouled off the catcher. Quickly 2 strikes. Up and away for a ball. Hit in the center field for a base hit, and it goes right through the wickets. She's going to go all the way to third. A huge break for Reading. A base hit and a 2-base error. And just like that, Reading has the tying run at third with 1 out. Early, the third baseman struck out swinging her 1 trip. Percy hit it well again for the second time. This time she's on, and the error allows her to go all the way to third. And Erica Rich is coming out to talk to the troops. Left fielder Edmonds and right fielder Collins coming over to kind of ease the pain for McHale. She went down to get it, and the glove just wasn't down far enough. It went right through all the way to the fence. And Bercy can fly. She was all the way around to third, easily standing up. And that's the tying run at third base with one out. Redding trying to answer right back. Klasko grabbed the lead. Redding is saying, we're not going to let you go too far. Up and away for a ball.
Here we go, Abby!
In for a strike. 1-1. Redding looking for a base hit. Glasgow looking for a strikeout or a pop-up. Hit in the right field for a base hit.
Abby!
Hurley's base hit ties it up. So they only had one hit coming into the inning. They get two back-to-back. Holmes got a base hit her first time up. She had the one hit. Warren had retired 8 in a row to start the game. Holmes got the base hit and got stranded at first. The only base run after that was a leadoff walk, and they got the next three hitters. In for a strike. Throw down to first. Diving back is Hurley. Top of the order on deck here in the top of the fifth. Popped up. Becca Walker, the shortstop, will make the play. They could have used that one batter earlier. So two-way, let's see if they try to get the runner to the second base. Again, the worst scenario would have the top of the order up in the sixth. Malley, designated player. She's popped up twice to the shortstop. And she hits it over the backstop out of play. This is wide for a ball.
Go, Jackie!
Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. Malley is the designated player hitting for the second baseman, Joyce. Now the little confab with the third base coach.
That's how they won the game. But you see how that sold that they sold it. They even had
Kind of a long confab with the third base coach. And as usual, just as the umpire starts to walk over, they break it up. The 1-2 pitch up and coming. What a play by Becca Walker. We told her she's like a vacuum cleaner. Outstanding shortstop. That was a base hit going up the middle. She dove all out, and when she caught it, she rolled and landed on the bag and tagged for the unassisted putout. What a tremendous play by the shortstop. But Reading gets it's unearned, but they'll take it. And we're back dead even again, one apiece. They get it with the 2 base hits. They wouldn't have scored the run, even if the runner went to third base. On the base hit to right field, it would have been first and third, the pop-up, and that last out, it would still be 1-0. But the outfield allowed the first hit to go all the way to third, so score easily on the hit to right field. So the first error for Classical in the ball game is a big one. For Classical, it'll be 9-1-2 to face Eggleston, who's back in the game at 1 apiece. Mary Collins was a strikeout victim. She's a designated player hitting for Fessler, the third baseman. Popped up. Nice try by the catcher behind the plate for Shara. Good effort. Wasn't hit that high. She turned all out dive. Just couldn't get there. Wasn't from lack of effort. They shorten up all around the infield. Runs up, takes the pitch for a ball.
Go, Eb.
High for a ball, 2-1. Hit foul off the backstop. And the count evens at 2. Fouls it off again. And we'll do it once again at 2-2. High for a ball. Full count to the Ram designated player. Hit to third. Nice play by Hurley. No wasted effort there. One up, one down in the 5th. Maggie McHale was called on the strikes and flied to short left center field to the left fielder. Hit right back to the mound. Eggleston helps herself. One pitch to McHale gets the second out. Amanda Wilkins has been on base twice. She singled, reached an error both times. She got to second base. Both times she was stranded there. That one bounces in for ball 1. Hit foul off the backstop. Hit the center field right at the center fielder tie. So the first 1, 2, 3 inning
Go!
for Engelston, first inning she didn't get a strikeout. And the first inning that of the first 5 that Classical didn't get a run at the second base. So we completed 5. Again, nothing to choose. Classical 1, Reading 1 at the end of 5. 2-3-4 for Reading as we start the 6th inning. Vachera, the catcher, is grounded to second and walked. She walked and stole second in the 4th but got stranded there when Warren induced 3 fly balls to get out of the inning. In for a strike. This is Division I North, first round game. Nice to bunt.
Get there, get there. Draw!
She beat it.
Nice wheels!
The error on the play, Amanda Wilkins was, there's nobody better getting in on the bunt. She got there and she bobbled it just enough. Erica Richards coming out to talk to the base umpire, asking if he'll go to his partner. Bang, bang play at first. Wilkins bobbled it just enough, and then she threw a rocket to Morrow covering. So the error is going to allow the hitter to reach. Second error by Classical.
Here we go, Lex!
Burnham, the shortstop, is struck out, fly to center field. You can expect a bunt here, I would think. Missing low and away for a ball. She didn't show a bunt.
Come on, Lexi!
Fessler is creeping in at third. She swings away and fouls it off. I'm kind of surprised. In for a strike. 1-2. This young lady is a really nice player. Boy, she feels shortstop. 2 outstanding shortstops in this game. Walker's always shown what she can do. And if you watch Channel 15, you've seen her do it all year. Quick throw down to first. Vachera got back. And again, Reading doesn't run for their catcher or pitcher. Catcher's been on twice. She's run for herself. Popped up. It's going to go out of play over the Reading dugout. Count stays 2-2.
Come on, Lex, drive one, kid!
Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's a big pitch for Warren. Gilson, the first baseman, has popped to second and flied to right. So she's going to the right side twice. In for a strike. Shara draws another throw down to first base. Low, nice stop by Dana on a pitch in the dirt. High for a ball. 2-1 the count.
Here we go, Holly.
Line to center field. McHale makes the play. And they tag the runner going back for a double play. Nice play by McHale. Gilson hit it right on the nose. McHale made the running catch. No wasted effort. Wilkins to throw a little bit off. Wilkins hustled, returned, and made the tag on the runner coming back. So the error doesn't hurt. With the error, Warren only faces 3 hitters in the inning. Warren picked up her 4th strikeout. Two very nice plays in center field. That was a beauty, a nice running catch, and no wasted effort. She was catching and throwing almost in the same motion, almost like a shortstop throwing the ball to first base. The ball was a little bit up the line towards home plate, but Wilkins was there, got it, and was able to move over and tag the runner coming back. So as we move into the bottom of the 6th, it's still 1-1. The leadoff error is wiped out. Glasgow will have 3, 4, and 5. Kayla Morrow, Kiara Edmonds, Maddie Dana. They'll face Eggleston on the mound, starting her 6th inning of work. This is looking more and more like it's going to go extra innings. Kayla Morrow was grounded to short twice. So here we go with the 6th inning. Way high for a ball. Glasgow looking for a base. They'd love to get a run in this inning. Put a lot of pressure on Reading in the 7th. In for a strike, 1-1. Up and away for a ball. 2-1 the count. Morrow, the second base, we told her she was one of those all-conference picks. She had a great career. She had a really nice year this year for Glasgow. Popped up, it's going to drop. Went the other way and dropped it behind third base for a base hit. So Glasgow gets the leadoff hitter on. Let's see if they go small ball or if they try to steal second base. Edmonds is grounded to third and grounded to short. Gets the bunt down. One play at first, so she gets it done. Nice job. Engelson feels her position really well. Made another nice defensive play, helping herself. So for the 5th time in 6 innings, Classical has a runner at second base. This time with 1 out for Maddie Dana. In for a strike. Maddie has reached for an error and flied to right. Hit in the right field for a base hit. They hold the runner at third. Solid shot by Dana. First and third with 1 out. Then we'll get a runner for Dana at first base. I think it'll be Mackenzie Shea again. Solid shot by Dana in the right field. Classical 60 feet away from taking the lead back. Becca Walker has sacrificed, singled, and scored. Let's see what they do if they send the runner from first. Hit foul off the backstop. And we're going to get a timeout all the way around. Becca Walker's going to talk to the coach along with base runners, infielders, catcher, pitcher, conference on the mound. Wheels turning on both sides. 1-1 the score, but Classical has first and third with 1 out. They had a runner at third with 1 out before. Tried to bunt her home, and Eggleston made a great play, diving head first and picking off a bunt in the air. And they're getting a strikeout to get herself out of the inning. And Classical has an opportunity again. And this would put pressure on Reading if Classical can get the lead going into the 7th inning. Takes the pitch, they let the runner go. So that takes away the potential double play. Second and third now. Walker looking to drive it someplace. Should love a base hit, but she'll take a fly ball. Down and away. That one almost broke away from Fischera. She grabbed it quickly. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Hit in the outfield for a base hit. They're going to score. Now they hold her up at third. The ball gets thrown away. Walker comes up with another big base hit. They wish now, after watching the ball thrown around, they wish they sent the runner home. Second and third with 1 out. Glasgow's back in the lead. Kira Collins struck out her, popped to the pitcher trying to bunt her first time. Last time she got a base hit and knocked in the run that gave Glasgow the lead the first time at 1-0. She's trying to put the ball in play someplace. Give Glasgow a little bit of insurance going into the 7th inning. Pop back and out of play. 2 quick strikes. Ingleson looking for a strikeout or a pop-up. Collins looking to put it in play someplace and get that runner home from third and pad the Glasgow lead. Call third strike on the outside corner. That's a very big pitch.
Girls, one more.
Brooke Warren can help herself. She has struck out twice, once called and once swinging. Hit foul out of play. Eggleston trying to get out of the inning. Only down 1. Down and away for a ball.
Go, hey!
Chop foul right into the Reading dugout. And it's 1-2. It warms up considerably, and then that little bit of a breeze comes and cools it off. Hit foul again. Count stays 1-2. Call third strike. She gets back-to-back strikeouts with second and third and 1 out.
Come on, girls, let's go!
But Glasgow battles back. The big hit by Walker knocks in the run. Glasgow gets their 1-run lead back. We finish 6. Reading needs a run. They're down to the last 3 outs. It's Glasgow 2-1 at the end of 7. At the end of 6, excuse me. 5, 6, and 7 for Reading as they need a run here in the 7th inning. Ty, the center fielder, grounded to short and fly to right. Looking to become a base runner and get the tying run on base. So it could be an all-Northeastern Conference quarterfinal if Glasgow takes on Peabody
Here we go, Christina!
right here on this field. Hit foul off the backstop. Hit the shot. There's Becca Walker. That's not an easy play. That wasn't a show hop. That came up on her. Another nice play by Walker at shortstop. 1 up, 1 down. Eggleston, the pitcher, is struck out and flied to left. She's pitched a very nice ball game. Down and away for a ball, as has Brooke Warren.
Come on, Em!
Over the head of the center fielder. In with a stand-up double. Eggleston has done it all. And she's trying to get herself back in it. That was a line shot that turned McHale around. Those are the toughest plays for an outfielder to make. The line drive right at you. Percy has hit the ball hard twice. She lined out. McHale made a great play taking extra bases away. She lined a base hit that wound up going through the legs of the outfielder to the fence. She wound up at third and scored the 1 run. She's hit the ball solid both times. Eggleston has given Reading a pulse. And she's running for herself. Percy chased that high pitch and swung through it. Swing and a miss again. Quickly 0-2. Up and away for a ball. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. That's a very big out. Five strikeouts for Warren, none bigger than that one. Hurley struck out swinging and slapped a single in the right field, knocking in the 1 run to tie it back in the 5th. High for a ball.
Go once.
Over but low, 2-0. Down and in. 3-0.
Go Abby.
In for a strike, as you would expect. Hurley taking all the way. 3-1 the count.
Go Hurls.
Batters count here, 3-1. Hit foul. Warren trying to come all the way back. So here we are, 3-2, 2 outs. The tying run at second base here in the top of the 7th in this Division I North opening round game. Big pitch coming up for both teams. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Great job by Brick Warren. They leave the tying run at second base with the double. They beat a very good Reading team. Both pitches were outstanding. Glasgow got on the board in the 4th inning after 2-out Lightning after 2 outs. Becca Walker got her first of 2 hits, went to second on a wild pitch, and the wild pitch proved huge because Kira Collins came up with a base hit and scored the run to give Glasgow a 1-0 lead.
Way to go, Rams.
Reading came back in the 5th after an out. Bercy got a solid hit in the right field. When it skipped through the wickets out in center field, she went all the way to third. Hurley got a big base hit into right field. The unearned run tied it up at 1 apiece. They got a leadoff error in the 6th, but a strikeout and a nice play by McHale in the center field turned the double play, catching the line drive and knocking the runner down at first. And in the bottom of the 6th, Kayla Morrow got a base hit. Edmonds put down a perfect bunt to move her to second. Maddie Dana lined a single in the right field to put first and third. Mackenzie Shea running for her went to second on the stolen base. Becca Walker came up with a big hit, her second hit of the day, knocking in the run to make it 2-1. Eggleston came up tough, struck out the last 2 hitters with second and third and 1 out, keeping a 1-run game. She tried to help herself. After an out, she got a 1-out double, a solid shot to center field. Tying run at second. Brooke Warren comes up huge, getting 2 big strikeouts back to back. One of them a very good hitter, Bercy, who had hit 2 shots in the game. 6 strikeouts for Warren in the game. She gives up only 4 base hits, and she gets Glasgow their 16th win of the season. They'll be home again in the quarterfinals, possibly against Peabody. Reading finishes up a terrific season at 13-8. Eggleston was outstanding. She gave up 2 runs. Both of them were earned. 6 base hits. She struck out 6. didn't walk a batter. And she was big when she had to be. She made a couple of big defensive plays. One big one, diving all out, picking off a bunt with a runner at third base and only one out. She was outstanding on the mound. She loses a very tough game. It's going to be a tough ride for Reading going home after losing this really tough game. But a tremendous performance by Brooke Warren. Good defense by Klasko. Very timely hitting. They got the first run after 2 were out and nobody on. The last one, they only got 6 hits in the game. They bunched 3 of them in the 6th inning. The big one by Becca Walker, her second hit of the game. She was perfect, 2 hits and a sacrifice. So for Klasko, McHale made 2 huge plays in center field. Amanda Wilkins had a base hit, was on base twice. Was the back end of that, making a nice tag at first on the back end of the double play. Kayla Morrill was 1 for 3, but a big hit. She scored the run that actually won the game. Edmonds got the big sacrifice to move the runner across. Maddie Dana was on base twice with an error and a base hit. Kira Collins got a big 2-out hit, knocking in the run. And good defense, especially by shortstop Becca Walker. Outstanding job and great defense in center field by Maggie McHale. And Klasko wins barn burner 2-1 over a very good Reading team. They'll move on to the quarterfinals. Klasko will be 16-5. Reading finishes up at 13-8. Congratulations to Reading, and good luck to all of their seniors in whatever their future endeavors are in store for them. So 2-1, Klasko getting a run in the bottom of the 6th to win it. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.